Ever wondered why some people say you're lucky right after you've bled for what you have? They see the result, not the ruin. They see the sunrise, but not the sleepless nights that built it. And somewhere along the way, one boy stopped believing in luck. Not because he was too strong, but because every time he waited for luck, nothing came, except silence. He used to make wishes on birthdays, whisper hopes under stars, and believe that good things find their way. But when the world stayed quiet, when opportunities skipped his name, and when effort gave no reward, he asked the hardest question of all. What if luck was just a word people used to escape responsibility? That was the night something in him broke, but also the night something new was born. See that boy? That's not just him. That's you. That's me. That's everyone who ever waited for their time. But here's the cruel truth. There is no your time. There's only time, and how you use it. Some people pray for a door to open. Others build one with their bare hands. And if you're watching this, maybe it's because part of you is tired. Tired of waiting for permission to start. Because you've been waiting for signs, waiting for chances, waiting for a perfect moment that never existed. But the boy realized something. Luck doesn't hate him. It simply doesn't exist. Luck isn't coming. No one's showing up to hand you the version of yourself you dream about. You either become that person or you keep dreaming about them. And dreams without movement rot. Hope without direction kills quietly. That's what happened to him. He stopped praying for luck and started working for proof. But before we go deeper, listen. If you haven't subscribed, then you're only half in this journey. Because the moment you decide to stay is the moment you stop waiting for luck and start choosing growth. Every time you come here, every time you learn, it's not about motivation, it's about rebuilding the way you think. Now let's go deeper. Let's talk about what really replaces luck, what truly creates movement, what actually pulls people out of nothingness and gives them control again. Because believing in luck might just be the very reason you're still standing in the same place. He stopped believing in luck the night he realized it had never believed in him. Every plan he made depended on chance, waiting for the right mood, the right people, the right sign. But that night, when the lights went out in his small, empty room, he stared at his unfinished work, at dreams that looked more like decorations than directions. That's when it hit him. Luck was just a beautiful excuse to delay effort. He started thinking, what if all the things we call unlucky are just unpaid debts of our own inaction? What if success isn't random, but predictable for those who never stop building, even when it rains? He stopped checking his horoscope, stopped scrolling for motivation, stopped wishing on birthdays. Instead, he made a deal with himself. If it's going to be, it's up to me. And that's where everything changed. He woke up earlier, not because he suddenly became disciplined, but because he finally got angry at waiting. He stopped saying someday. He stopped saying maybe. He started saying now. And he realized most people never fail because they're unlucky. They fail because they never begin with full weight. Let's be honest, maybe that's where you are right now. You say you're unlucky because life hasn't noticed you yet. You say you're waiting for your breakthrough. But tell me this, what are you doing while you wait? Are you moving? Are you learning? Or are you sitting in the same spot, waiting for someone else to prove your worth for you? The boy understood this cruel rule of life. Luck only visits those already moving. It's like wind. It helps ships that already have their sails open, but it does nothing for those still anchored in fear. Now listen carefully, because this is the part most people skip. If you live by chance, you die by chance. But if you live by choice, you live with power. Let me show you what he learned. 3 truths that killed his faith in luck and built something stronger. 1. Effort never goes unnoticed, but it often goes unrewarded at first. You think no one's watching, but life is. The universe doesn't pay you in applause, it pays you in progress. Hope is a weapon, not a wish. Hope only works when you swing it daily, when you move, act, and bleed for what you believe. Or waiting is the deadliest addiction. Because while you wait for luck, life moves on, and it never circles back. Now let's switch sides. Here are 3 things he stopped doing, and you should too. 1. He stopped comparing effort with outcome. He stopped saying, I worked so hard, why not me? And started saying, I'll work harder until it's me. 2. He stopped making goals that depended on approval. He realized every like he chased was just a distraction from his real purpose. 3. He stopped waiting for perfect. Perfect was just procrastination wearing perfume. Then came the rebirth. 3 actions that turned his pain into motion. 1. Build before you believe. Don't wait to feel ready. Readiness comes after movement. 2. Make small promises and keep them. Discipline isn't loud, it's quiet repetition. Replace luck with leverage. Every skill you grow, every failure you study multiplies your control. Now pause. What about you? What are you waiting for? Write your biggest fear, your biggest if only, your biggest maybe someday. Because the truth is, those are the things stealing your time quietly every day. We're uploading videos about this, fear, failure, and why people never change even when they know they should. Watch those next. Don't leave this story without a decision. Because the boy who stopped believing in luck didn't just find success. He found peace. And maybe if you stop waiting for luck too, you'll find yourself. He once said, "If I ever succeed, they'll call it luck. But if I fail, they'll call it me." That was before he learned that success doesn't care what they call it. It only cares what you build when no one's watching. The boy who stopped believing in luck didn't become fearless overnight. He had nights where the silence screamed louder than his thoughts. He failed, more times than anyone counted. But that's exactly what changed him, because every failure started looking less like punishment and more like proof that he was trying. He used to stare at his goals, the ones written neatly on his wall. Become something great, they said. Change the world, they said. But they never said how, and that was the problem. He wanted a miracle, not a map. Until one day, he realized no one's coming to draw the map for you. You either learn to walk through the unknown, or you stay dreaming on the shore. He started noticing how people love luck because it removes responsibility. Luck means it's not your fault. Luck means you can stay still and still hope. Luck means you don't have to fight when life hits back. But he'd grown tired of hoping, so he made a trade. No more luck, no more waiting, no more maybe next year. He traded it all for consistency, the most unromantic, least talked about superpower in existence. Let me tell you what he discovered through that pain. It's not that life is unfair. It's that most of us stop too early to find out if it ever was. He learned that the difference between a lucky person and an unlucky one is just timing and tenacity. The lucky one stayed long enough to meet the moment. The unlucky one left seconds before it arrived. Now look at yourself for a moment. How many goals have you buried alive because you called them bad timing? How many times did you give up a week before something would have worked? How many almosts have you mistaken for endings? Here's the hardest truth you'll ever accept. You don't need luck, you need longer endurance. He realized that real success feels like suffering before it feels like reward. That's why most people never reach it. Because in a world addicted to speed, the patient look invisible. So tonight, before you sleep, I want you to do something different. Don't ask for luck, don't ask for miracles. Ask for the strength to keep going when nothing moves. Ask for the hunger to wake up again tomorrow, even when today was brutal. Ask for the kind of courage that doesn't need witnesses. And I'll challenge you, right here, right now, for the next 7 days. Stop saying I hope and start saying I will. Stop waiting for signs. You're the sign. Because when you finally live like luck doesn't exist, that's when you start creating your own. So before you scroll away, write it down in the comments. What's the one dream you've been waiting for luck to approve? Because this week, that's the one you'll fight for. And when you're ready, watch the next story we're uploading. It's about why people lose momentum after they start winning. That one will complete this lesson. Until then, remember, the boy who stopped believing in luck didn't just win, he became unstoppable.